Hello everyone, welcome to PENABUR Banda house event. Now we are having round 1 of Lexulous competition. Yeah. Alright, so for today we are going to see Orca versus Pantera. Everyone, so we are seeing. Okay, so let's see. Okay, it seems like Darren and Keiko are leading in the competition itself. Hmm. Okay, it's Keiko's turn. Come on, Keiko. What sort of word are you going to put out there? Hmm. Alrighty. Okay, Keiko is coming with the word toys. Hmm. Oh, wait a minute. There's an interesting word known as brood. I have no idea what that means. I'll check it out. Hmm. Oh, brood turns out to be about spreading report or rumors. Yeah. So if we put it on a sentence, it can be like, "Oh, have you heard this bruit about this person?" and so forth. That seems like a cool word that you can use to brag to people. Yeah. Okay, so Michelle gave the word pixie earlier. So Michelle and Rafa are now early in the competition. It seems like with 79 points against Keiko and Darren that has 71 points itself. Okay, so let's see. Hmm. What word will Rafa choose after this? Okay, so there's the word risen. Okay, now Rafa and Michelle are still leading in the competition with 44 points. Okay. I think I'm also feeling a bit tense here, waiting for the next word to come. Dragon. Okay, that's an interesting choice of word. Devon. Next one. Right, so for those that might have just joined Lexulous, it's basically like a version of online Scrabble itself. So the objective of the game is that players must use letter tiles to make words with on the board. The player with the highest score, once all 89 tiles are exhausted, will win the game. So all words are permitted basically. But there are some exceptions to the game playing itself. So remember that if you use words that are always capitalized, or if there are prefixes and suffixes alone, abbreviations and words requiring an apostrophe or a hyphen, those words will not be accepted in the game itself, right? So for the gameplay, if you guys have played this before, the player that goes first will be randomly chosen. They must use at least 2 or more tiles from their rack to form a word on the board itself. Any of this tile must fall on the center square. Remember that diagonal words are not allowed, right? And remember that once you've played a word, your rack will be replaced with new tiles up to a maximum of 8 tiles, and turn passes to your opponent. Remember that the entire pool consisted of 89 tiles. And remember that players may form new words on the board in this following ways. You can place a complete word parallel to a word already played so that the adjacent letters also form complete words. You can add 1 or more letters to a word or letters already on that board. You need to place a word at right angles to words already on the board itself. Your new word must use one of the letters that are already there on the board, or you must add a letter to it. Blanks. If you have blanks, the 2 blank tiles can be used as any letters. Right. When you play a blank, you must choose which letter it will represent. It will remain that letter for the rest of the game itself. Right. So these are some of the rules for Lexulous gameplay for those that have just joined earlier. Okay, so let's see again on the board. Whoa, Darren is leading with 120 points and Keiko is with 95. So it seems like Vipera is on the lead, while Michelle and Rafa, Michelle has 87 points and Rafa has 66 points. Alright. Pardon for the pause earlier. I was just thinking about the total of the scores here. Remember that there are many ways to play this game. There are ways to add more points. Remember that there are double and triple point tiles. Remember that besides your knowledge of certain vocabularies, you also need to work together with your teammate to use the best and smartest strategy, I would say. Okay. So for Orca, they each, combined scores now have 153 points. For Darren and Keiko have 215 points, excuse me, earlier. So they are now on the lead itself. Okay, so if we see from here, who do you think will win this competition? I know it's just a round 1 so far and we still got 7 rounds. Can you believe it? 7 rounds in one day. But who do you think will win this tournament? I know people say that winning or losing doesn't matter, and then having fun is what matters. But seriously, who do you think is gonna win this game? Right. Vote for your choices. Yeah, vote for your house as well and support them. Don't support them in a way to give them some cheat words or anything. Support them in a way that they feel like you got their backs. But again, no cheating, no help whatsoever. Yeah. Okay. so let's get our heads back into the game, yeah? Alrighty, okay. The word of faith, I suppose that means favorite, yeah? So, okay, it seems like there are a couple of interesting words over here. Hmm. Hmm. Let me check again. So we got knees, cozy, yeah. Hello, swears, brood, pixie, risen, jaded, dragon, vape. Okay, it seems like the word vape is pretty sure everyone knows these days what that means itself. I suppose I don't have to explain what it would mean, right? But an interesting choice of words, let's say. And again, in Lexulous, any words can be used, any letters can actually be used. Right, with some exceptions earlier, prefixes, suffixes, and capital letters cannot be used in the game itself. Right. Take your time. You each got 10 minutes to be able to come up with words that can add more points. Yeah. So you don't always have to think of a very complicated words or anything like that. You really don't have to. But, well, okay. So Darren just came up with the word Hafiz. Hafiz. That sounds like an Arabian word, yeah? It's an Arabic letter. Words, excuse me. Alright, let's see. Hafiz. Alrighty. Oh, Hafiz. In Arabic, it means guardian or memorizer. Yeah. And depending on the context, is a term used by Muslims for someone who has completely memorized the Quran. Okay, cool. I didn't know about that before. That's interesting to know. Okay. So, can you guys also comment about the word that you saw on the board that you have no idea what it means, but it's just interesting to know there's a word like that? Yeah. So, where Michelle came up with the word wage. Alright, let's see. Okay. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, wage is an amount of money that is paid, usually every week, to an employee for their work. You often, hear the terms or read the terms daily, hourly, or weekly wage, right? Can you guys guess which country pays the highest or has the highest minimum wage in the world? Hint, hint, it is our neighbor. Quite a couple of kilometers from here. When I say couple, I mean thousands or hundreds of kilometers, right? Okay. Right. Cats. Okay. Speaking about cats itself, are you more likely a cat person or a dog person? Right? Or you're just not an animal person? Do you know, funnily, that almost cat owners in the world agree that once cat enter your household, they sort of become the supreme overlord of your house, whereas dog owners says that dogs are literally man best friend, they're kind, they're helpful, they're sweet, but it's different with cats. It's just an interesting notion. And I always wonder why cats, I don't know about you, but cats that love to be, finding boxes and staying in them. It's just sort of an interesting observation as well. Okay, so everyone's score, as I was talking a lot earlier, it turns out everyone's score is already above the 100s itself. So let's check the total scores of the participants here. Alright, let's see. Darren with 178. I'm gonna be adding with, oh, okay, together with Michelle's score of 124, you get a 302 points. Alright. Alright, everyone, stay tuned as well for round 2. Right, so for those who will participate, please walk into Lexulous as well. Yeah. Right. So the truth is, besides Orca versus Vipera now, we are also having other competitions from other Vipera, Orca, and Aquila teams in the Lexulous website. Right, so for today's competition, we'll be hosting a round robin, which means that every team will encounter each other at least once, right? So we'll be counting the the amount of wins that each team will have. The teams that has the highest amount of win or victories will become the champion here. All right. So in this competition, it looks like Vipera is once again in the lead. If you guys remember that Vipera won the Lexulous competition before, yeah, in the first house event. So will they be able to defend their titles nowadays? Will Vipera still come on top? And if we're seeing who's also gonna be in the second and third position, do you think it'll be Vipera again? Okay, never mind. It seems like the game has ended. So in here, Darren and Keiko won with a score of 180. Alright, thank you very much for Vipera versus Orca. Congratulations, Vipera, for winning this competition itself. Alright, so we're gonna go to round 2. So thank you everyone that has joined this round. We're going to be seeing the next round that will everyone. Welcome again to round 2 of Lexulous. Okay, so earlier we had interesting matches in round 1, right? It looks like both Vipera and both teams in Vipera won the competitions against the Orcas, right? Pantera has been a no-show lately. Where are you, Pantera? Um, if you guys don't show up, that means that it will be a walkout, so the other team will automatically win the competition. So if there's any Pantera out there watching, please let your friends know to join the competition, yeah? Okay, everyone, so the competition has started and it started quick, yeah. So Vipera holding no loose bear here already started strong with 39 points, with 26 points with Audrey and Kira with 13 points. Alright, so today is Vipera versus Aquila. Okay. Aquila is represented by Samuel and Jonathan. right? So let's see if Aquila, if the bird is able to strangle the snake. Okay, that sounds way too brutal, but you guys get what I mean, right? Let's see who's gonna win the competition here. Okay, so let's see what Sam is going to come up next. Okay. Hmm. So Audrey and Kira earlier put the word Max and Matey. Okay, in the process. Alright, Sam, your clock is ticking. Right, so each person have 10 minutes um, to come up with a word. I'm sure that everyone is thinking hard, and knowing that your match is gonna be broadcast for everyone in YouTube to see doesn't really help either with the pressure. But that's okay. One of the best ways to help you guys out in the real world is to learn to deal with pressure, especially when situations are or can be stressful, I suppose. Right. Okay, so beside the Lexulous competition, we at PENABUR Banda also host other games. You can see Brawl Stars, Mobile Legend, right, and Valorant as well, that are streamed together along with Lexulous, yeah. So yeah, you guys can open 4 or 5 multiple tabs at once to see the competition. Support your house members, right? Not by cheating though, right? Although if you could cheat, I actually feel that that's cool. Okay. Oh, okay. So the game has been deleted. Yeah. All right. So just wait a minute. Let's see. Okay, so you guys need to remember that in this competition, you guys need to make a new move. Yeah, okay. Hmm. So, I'm a bit torn here, guys. Should we watch the same game? Let's wait for them, or let's see everyone else. I suppose let's try to see everyone else here. Let's see Darren and Keiko against Doreen versus Alice here. Alright, so let's watch the other teams and how they're going to. Okay, so in here, coincidentally, they are also Vipera versus Aquila as well, right? So it's the eagle versus the snake. I suppose the eagle equivalent, as we are taking this from Harry Potter anyway, is, well, basically from, I suppose Aquila represents Ravenclaw, and Vipera represents the House of Slytherin as well. So Vipera is known for being witty and smart, while Slytherin are known for being very resourceful and highly strategic in their planning, right? Okay, so these two traits can be very different sometimes, and they can be very much opposing each other, right? So it's going to be interesting to see if each house and each members are going to use their own traits to be able to, well, win the game itself. Okay, so let's get back here to the scoreboard. Oh no, Alice hasn't made a move. Remember that you need to make at least one move. Okay, so it seems like the game has been deleted. Guys, please remember to make at least one move within the first 1 minute. Even if you still feel unsure or in other ways, yeah. Just remember that as well. Okay, everyone. So let's try to see other competition as well here. Pardon for the logos. There seems to be a bit difficulty in changing the logo itself. They're not actually Vipera versus Aquila. They're orcas facing each other, right? So pardon for the logos themselves. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, wow. So it seems like even though the game started quick, our players are much quicker in choosing the right words, right? Well, this is an all orca competition, so I suppose whoever loses, there still be a winner in orca to represent their team. Okay, interesting choice of words here. There's a Joan. Oh wow, I have no idea what that means. So let's see what it might mean here. Okay, so it's um okay. I suppose I've been also thinking what the next words might be. Hmm. So it's interesting that someone knows about this word Ajoan, right? I thought that was someone else's name, but it turns out that it's actually the name of. Hmm, you might not be able to guess it, but it's actually a name of a plant, right? It is often used for oils, right? So let's see, it's actually used for essential oils as well. This reminds me of the stuff I saw on Instagram as well. A lot of people become oil, what do you call this? An essential oil sellers as well. I suppose that's one of the ingredients that they also use. We have Oche. Is it the name of one of our students? I suppose, yeah. Huh. Or it just might be a coincidence. I have no idea as well. Okay. So, we're gonna be seeing more words coming up. So, I don't know about you guys. I mean, I played Scrabble before, but if this was displayed or streamed live, I'll be having some difficulties along with it. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. Alright, so if we are seeing here, Rafa and Mish. Yes, Rafa and Michelle are in the lead with 192 points here. Okay. 92. Alright, so the other team is having. Excuse me for a bit moment. There seems to be a bit of technical difficulty here. Everyone, sorry earlier for the there's a bit of technical difficulty at the school, but now it's all good, so we're going back to the competition itself, right? So in here, alright, puny, that's an interesting word. So it seems like you guys have a lot of knowledge about the English language itself, yeah, it's awesome. Puny actually means like a noob kind of deal. Alright, guys, so don't forget to support your team as well, right? Remember that your participation is very much needed for your house. Remember that all of this contributed to the end of your house points. Yeah, remember that your house is also your family in the school, your co-star family, I suppose. Um, so remember to participate. It doesn't really matter if you're like a supreme genius or a supreme winner in every competition, but it's, there's a term, right? It's cool that you can win by yourself, but it's more fun to do it together. Yeah, so just participate, just try out your best, right? Remember that this is for fun to celebrate your end of semester, that all your academic stuffs are finished. Now you're just having fun, playing with your friends as well. Yeah. So remember that. That's the important part. Yeah. All right. So. Right. Michelle and Rafa are still in the lead versus NG and Nikita here. Alright. Alright guys, so let's see what's gonna be up here. Okay. Alright. You know what? Let's check the other games to see who's going so far. But players, before we see other games, please remember to screenshot your results. Okay, so remember to screenshot your results, right? And to report the points because it's gonna be used for your end result calculations. Again, please screenshot. So one of the team members screenshot each of the results that the players have at the end of the game, and also the total point on who's the first winner and so forth from each match. Yeah. Okay, and if you forgot to make a move or you sort of think too long, please restart the match again, right? So for those that have assigned to start the match, please do so as well. Yeah. Okay. So getting back to the game again. Right. It seems like Rafa here is still in the lead along with Michelle, right? NG and Nikita. Show your best move, guys, right? Or is this part of the strategy? So that both of you might have a chance to win. Okay. Alright guys, so let's see. Okay. Again, a reminder, if there's any Pantera house members in the crowd here, please contact your friends to join the participation, or else you guys will be considered a walkout, and that's not. I feel like it's not really good for the house spirit itself. Yeah. And besides Lexulous, we also have Brawl Stars, Mobile Legend, and Valorant at the same time. Yeah, so also watch those streams, support everyone there, and also remember that we're going to have a student versus teacher Valorant competition tomorrow. So let's see who's gonna win the competition itself. Yeah. I suppose teachers will win out of, well, definitely with a non-bias because we're that good, we're half improved, and we don't really want to be slayed by our students. Yeah, that doesn't really look good on our portfolio if we got beaten by students. But let's see tomorrow. Yeah, teachers will win. Anyway, so let's get back to the game. Sorry, I got a bit distracted there with my own monologue. Um, so let's see. So Rafa and Michelle are still in the lead with, I think it's a lot of points. Yeah, that's not exactly a calculation, Miss Kaka. A lot of points doesn't really mean anything. So it's 276 points versus 203 points from Nikita and Angie. Okay. But they really pulled the stop here. There's a lot of interesting word, right? Like low, puny, Malik. I know Malice, I don't know what Malik. Kai, Kiter, Dodi, right? These are really good words. And gore, right? Okay. I'm still wondering about the oche part though. What does that mean? Hmm. It turns out that oche means the line behind which darts player stands when throwing. Okay. So, Oche, if you're also listening, turns out your name has another definition. Okay. So, as we get back to the game has ended. Yeah. So, in here, Rafa wins with a score of 194. Congratulations, Rafa, and for the Orca 1 team. Alright, thank you very much here. So this will conclude the end of the streaming for round 2. We're gonna be waiting for round 2. So check it out in around 5 to 10 minutes time. Thank you everyone. Okay. Apologies, everyone. It seems that I almost look at the calendar wrongly. Apologies for that mistake. So we'll be starting our round 3 at 10 a.m. because it turns out we start, although a bit later than scheduled, but it turns out that we actually end faster than before. Okay, and sorry, we end earlier than scheduled, right? So anyway, guys, if you're still watching YouTube, go ahead and go and check for Brawl Stars Round 2, Mobile Legend Round 1, and Valorant Round 1. Let's see what your other friends are up to and let's support them as well, right? So we'll see you back at 10 a.m. Alright.
Seems like Alice is thinking very hard about her next move. Let's go, Alice. Looks like Alice scored 15 points for the word wave. Very nice. I don't know. Bad connection. nice word, antilogy. If you don't know what that means, don't feel bad, because I didn't know what it means either. It means a contradiction in terms or ideas. Seems like Alice is taking her time, crafting the perfect word. Let's see what she comes up with. Reap. Very nice word. Good job, Alice. Now on to Doreen. For those of you who don't know, reap means to cut or gather. There's also a very famous phrase, reap what you sow, means that you have to face the consequences. Doreen with a very nice word, Medicare. Now it's up to Sam to create a word. A beautiful word that will give him lots of points. He came up with furl. Very good, Sam. The definition of furl is to roll or fold up and secure neatly, and it's usually a flag, a sail, or umbrella or something like that. Very nice. Jonathan came up with the word bump. I don't know what that means, but let's find out. Aha. Bump is a noun and it means useless or tedious printed information or documents. It's in British English. That might be why I've never heard it before. Now it's up to Alice. She only has 1 minute and 17 seconds left. Let's see what she comes up with. Seems like she's come up with a chemistry word, azyme, a cyclic organic compound having a ring including one or usually more nitrogen atoms. Very nice. And Doreen has come up with the word fakes. Pretty self-explanatory, that one. And now she has a total of 167 points. Very nice. And Sam has just put down the word job. Very good. The scores are very close. Alice and Doreen are at 253 points, and Sam and Jonathan are at 257 points. Very close. And Jonathan has just put down the word curb for a couple more points. Looks like Alice only has 1 minute left. Gotta go quick, Alice. And with 44 seconds remaining, she put down the word ace. Very good. Oh, now we're going quick. Causet and het. Causet is a mathematical term, it seems. And het, let's see. Oh, het is informal for heterosexual. I see. And hip or hype. Hype is an abbreviation for hypotenuse or hypothesis or hypothetical. Interesting. Alice only has 5 seconds left. Come on, Alice. And her time is up. On to Doreen. Doreen with a very good word, go. And Sam with un. Now it's back to Jonathan. Let's see if he can put together his random assortment of letters and make some sort of word. Oh, very nice. Key. The life force inside your body. Key. Now it is Sam's turn. So for Team Alice and Doreen has 303 points, and Team Sam and Jonathan has 335 points. Pretty close game. Very good. Looks like the game is over. And the winner is Team Sam and Jonathan. And the one with the most overall points was Doreen. And the real winner here was Team Aquila. Good job, Team Aquila. Thank you all for joining, and good job, Team Aquila.
Right now, guys, we are heading to see Orca versus Aquila here. Alright, so as we're seeing right now, we got Doran, Alice versus Nikita and Angie here in the competition itself. Okay, so it seems like, Aquila is in the lead with 96 points versus Aquila that has 37 points. And also, in the same hour as this, we are having Sam and Joey, who's head-to-head first against Darren and Keiko themselves, right? Okay, guys, stand by also. So we just want to give a quick announcement that we're going to have round 5 at 1 p.m. today. Round 5 at 1 p.m. today. Right, we start earlier than usual, but there are some stuffs happening in the middle. So now we're going to, finish this competition a little bit late. Right, okay. So guys, if you are also checking this house competition, remember that we also have some Brawl Stars tournament going on, and we will also have Valorant. I think they're starting a little bit after lunch break too. And we also have Mobile Legends, so for you gamers out there, feel free to check them out as well at PENABUR Banda secondary YouTube channel. And remember that for tomorrow, we're going to have a Valorant competition between our student versus the teachers here. We teachers have been practicing really hard, even harder than the students. And we'll also have a Valorant competition, a Valorant final, tomorrow at 8 a.m. until 9 a.m. So we'll see the best two teams today, and we'll be seeing them head and head against each other, being an attacker versus defender. For Mobile Legend, we'll also have the final tomorrow at 9:30 until 10:30 a.m. do watch, do support your house teams or your second favorite house team, I suppose. Well, the first should be your own house team, I would say. And at 11 a.m., we're gonna be having a teacher versus student competition. So do watch, do check it out because it's gonna be really fun. Yeah. Be careful that for the Valorant teacher versus student competition, it's not like the best team. I think if it's following the same house rule as before, we're gonna be selecting the lucky five from the Wheel of Names, the Wheel of Fortune, or Wheel of Misfortune sometimes if you're not selected for the competition itself. And you're gonna be facing against five teachers whose identities will remain sealed until forever, I suppose. We'll never really know who actually plays behind the usernames, don't we? But stay tuned for that. And if you might have waited all year long to put prank or revenge against your teachers, tomorrow is the best time to do so. Okay, as we finish our advertisement for the other games, we're gonna be heading back to this game right here. Now we're gonna be seeing Alice and Doreen from Aquila going head to head versus Orca, who is represented by Angie and Nikita here. Alright, so we're looking at Nikita's turn, I suppose, after Alice, who put out the word genetic. Okay, so we have some, wait a minute, some really unknown words here. I have to look this up as well. Do you guys want to come study as well? So we have the word impaler. What in the world is that? Impeller. Oh, impeller or impeller with an O is a rotor used to increase the pressure and flow of a fluid. It is the opposite of a turbine, which extracts energy from and reduces the pressure of a flowing fluid. Okay, so it's a part of a pump, I suppose, or it itself is a pump, right? I have no idea what this is, but I suppose it's an important thing. Oh, it's part, yeah. Huh. You know what? All of this physics term doesn't really make sense in my head, but anyway, that's a cool new word that you can use as well here in this competition. We got another word coming up, jape. What is this? Jape is a practical joke. So it's a prank, basically. You guys can be hosting Jape at April 1st and April Fools, yeah. Alright, so let's check about Vane. I think this is connecting to the weather vane, I suppose. And oh, there's also a video game of the same name itself, yeah. So vane is a broad blade attached to a rotating axis or wheel that pushes or is pushed by a wind or water and forms part of a machine or device such as windmill, propeller, or turbine itself. So if you guys see like that chicken thing that they have on top of a roof that sort of points directions of north, south, east and west, and it also acted as what we call as a weather vane, right? Okay, we'll also be checking, this is an unpaid commercial, I'm not paid to promote about this. Vane is a video game about an RPG, I suppose, right? So it's about a player that controls a child that can turn back and forth into a bird. That sounds interesting. I suppose maybe one of you knows about what this is. I have no idea what this is. Alright, so let's check the game again. Guys, remember that you need to create a move. Yeah, you need to be careful that in this competition to not wait too long. Alright, because when you wait too long for this competition, it's gonna be really hard to sort of catch back again. So remember to start again there. Alright, so I'm gonna be seeing the screen right here. Is anyone experiencing a technical issue on their end? Hmm. Sorry, I'll be just right back after this. So, besides Dorian, Alice versus Angie and Nikita, we also have Darren, Keiko versus Sam and Joey right here, right? So, excuse me for a minute, I'm just gonna check for the other game. Alrighty, guys, sorry for that. There seems to be some technical issue going on here. Oh, never mind, sorry. There was no issue earlier, there was just a little bit of lateness going on here. Okay, so we got the word repaved here. Repaved. Repaved is, if you guys know the word paving, so this means that there will be something that's going to be repaved, or we're paving something again. So if you sort of see if a rod is going to be paved, so they're sort of making way for the road to be built in this instant. Alrighty. Okay. Do remember to not use any capital letters, prefixes, suffixes. I suppose you've learned all of those things at the at your English class or on your own spare time if you like to play Scrabble. Oh, I think it really helps though. If you enjoy playing Scrabble and reading books, those vocabularies, those words can come easily for you, or easier, I suppose. And in the game of Scrabble, it's really important to not just think about long words or long letters or fancy words in that case, but you really need to think the strategy. You got those color tiles right there, use them. Because when you use them, you can make extra points in that case, yeah? So use those tiles and get yourself some difficult unknown words. Use the letter that has the highest numbers in them, right? And yeah, and also in this instant, try to help out your teammates. So you gotta really understand how they play, the moves that they'll make, so you can aid them in that instance. Alright. Okay, so I just want to let you guys know as well that after a couple rounds here, we actually got some teams coming on top. So I think that right now Fibera won. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, is leading the competition. So Audrey and Kira has won 4 matches. Yeah, so they have won 4 matches in a row, and if it's going to be like in this sort of progress. It seems like Fibera might be taking the crown again for this house event competition. Right, so for those others watching, please support your teammate. You might not like Lexulous, you might dislike Scrabble even, but still support your teammate. Make sure that they join the competition, get them feel heard, and that sense or so forth. Okay. Alright, so we're also seeing other competition going on so far. So guys, I'm going to look at other competition just in the moment after this. Okay. So we're gonna be seeing Darren's team now. We're gonna be saying, oh, okay, so the game started early, but they're not playing around. They're actually going really strong at this, yeah. So Darren and Keiko are leading with 125 versus 107 versus Aquila here, Sam and Joey. Oh no, it seems like we Aquila, we're gonna get butchered again, but hopefully not in this competition. I hope Sam and Joey can catch up, right? Or if not, it seems like Vibera might be taking the title again with the points here. Right. Remember, if there is a tie between the amounts of winning and losing, your points will make the count. Yeah. Alright, so we're waiting for Darren's turn. Darren, don't forget you only got 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute for you to be able to put up word. Okay, so he did. Maybe he listened to me, maybe he doesn't, maybe he just want me to shut up. But anyway, he got the word right. So rifle. I think you guys know, if you guys like to play games or even just someone who reads something, you know what rifle is. Rifle itself is a long barrel firearm designed for accurate shooting, with a barrel that has a helical pattern of grooves cut into the bore wall. Okay, so that's really good. So let's check the words that they put here. I think I saw something really interesting that doesn't sound like an English word, but let us check. Aliad. Aliad? Oh. Did you guys really get this word on your own? Because this seems like a very strange, and perhaps no one has heard of this before. Aliad is an oko, a wanton glance with the eye. I suppose it's an old English word? I don't think I've heard of that before. Right. But okay, so that's a very cool word. That's very, very rare. Okay. Okay, so let's check in here. Ponchos, fan, diameter, canary is a bird, and if anyone here is a DC fan, because DC is obviously more superior than Marvel, just my opinion though, you guys must have known Black Canary, so it's one of Oliver Queen's trusted vigilante partner, in a sense, because she is an actual partner of Green Arrow. And if you guys have watched the 2019 movies Birds of Prey, starring Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, then you would also see Black Canary there, because Birds of Prey are an all-female superheroes team. Yeah. And there's a lot of actions against villains, you know, the usual superhero films. Yeah. But anyway, let's see what's gonna come up. Alright. So interesting word. There's a funny word there, turd. So turd is, I think my guess, as far as I heard that in movies, that's like, oh yeah. Yeah, that's a piece of poop. So basically, there's another way to say poop. Third, yeah. So you might have a dog at home, you saw his or her turds often. And also, sort of a rude word for someone you consider unpleasant or just not fun at all. Alright, okie dokie. So, okay, so Joe is catching up with 122 points and Sam is 89. So totaling together, they have 201 points. Right? But Keiko and Darren are still in the lead. Vipera is, wow, they're doing really great, I suppose, at Lexulous. I wonder, who taught you guys? Or do you guys just really love playing Scrabble there? And the results can be seen? Okay. Alrighty. So it's Darren's turn to pick a word. Sorry for that, I had to do a little bit of something to the computer a bit. Okay guys, so we have seen Darren's team versus Sam's team, so Vibera versus Aquila there. Sorry for the logo, I haven't changed it before. Right, but anyway, we're going ahead to check how Orca versus Aquila are doing here. Okay, so let's just see them. Okay, here we go. Alright, so whoa, okay, so Aquila are in the lead with 315 points, I hope my math is right, versus Orca with 160 points. Okay, so let's check them out. Let's see how they're doing here. Okay, so Aquila are in the lead here, and it's going to be, here should be Angie's turn. Yeah, Angie, go ahead. Remember guys that there are ways for you to increase points, so you might just use a couple letters, but if you put them in the right tiles, you can get twice or triple points. Okay, so wait a minute. Alright, so we're gonna be waiting for the next opponent. Remember to put in your words. Remember to do well. Do well in terms of finding the right letters. There are opportunities for you to create new words or use the old ones and just adding a couple of letters there. Remember, as I mentioned, use those tiles, right? And a little tip if you want to block the other opponents from using those tiles. Yeah, so make sure that they will not have any way to put any words in that tile. If you want my tip. If not, that's fine as well. Okay, so guys, just a little announcement for the audience who's also listening to us. Remember that we're going to have still round 5 until round 7, as it is a round robin competition. So whoever has the most points and most wins will become the leader or the champion of the Lexulous competition. So in the last house event after mid-exam, which was like 100 years ago, right? I assume that since Corona, we have our own timeline. We have our own ways of counting the days, which is forever because it's not stopping. This pandemic is not stopping. But let's just focus back before you listen to me rambling about it. So guys, in the last house event, we have Vipera and all Vipera final, and Vipera won the competition there. I think last winner was Audrey and Brenda. Let's see who's gonna win this time. So practice at your best, and for Vipera, if you want to defend your title, you really gotta bring it all on, right? Because I suppose other houses are catching up. Yeah. So guys, please remember that in anything that you're doing right now, um, please don't forget to support your team. I know that it's holiday. I know it's tempting to not do anything and not participate, but please do so. Please support your teammates, right? It's fun to win by yourself, but it's even more fun to do it together. Trust me on this. Yeah. As this house is also your family. And wouldn't it be awesome to beat other people anyway? Right? You get me, right? Alright, so, anyway, we're gonna be checking, right, the competition as well. Remember to later on come here at 1 p.m. We're gonna start at round 5 and we'll finish until round 7. Whoever wins the most match will become the winner of this competition itself. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. And also, if you've checked Lexulous and you're thinking about checking other competition as well, we have Mobile Legend and Valorant going on, right? Um, Again, I think it's very tricky because a lot of houses, well, the members that I saw, they play really, really well. However, sometimes it's not just about your skill, but your team skill as well. So again, communicate, trick the other team well. Make sure you guys have a good strategy. You guys know your roles, so you can win the game. But after all, winning or losing wouldn't really matter as much. But what matters is you guys get to have fun. Yeah. Alright, and don't also forget, as I'm shamelessly promoting my event, not my event, sorry, the school's event, remember to check our career workshop on next Monday, the 14th. Right, remember that this is your chance to learn a lot more about what's going to be going on and to explore your career, right? If you want to be a gamer, for example, yeah, I think it's still very important to check out and explore your career as soon as possible, because if not, it's going to be really hard to do so as you grow older. But anyway, check the event next week. We're going to be sending you some Zoom link after this competition. Alright, so let's get back here. I think I'm getting a bit distracted here a bit. Alright, so alright, so we're gonna be looking at the other team. We're gonna be checking their status. So this is Darren, Keiko versus Sam and Joey. So Vibera versus Aquila. Alright, so the result has just came in here. So it looks like Darren and Keiko has won the game again. So whoop for Fibera for winning another match. So they're tying up with their other teammates of Audrey and Kira with 4 wins for Sam and Joey. It's okay, guys. You guys still have the next 3 rounds to hopefully match up the other teams as well. Oops, I'm not supposed to say hopefully. That sounds a bit mean. But don't worry, Aquila. We're gonna get this, yeah. So let's check it out. Okay, so we're gonna be seeing the board here. Alright, so that's okay. So we're gonna get, Aquila are leading with an awesome more than 300 points. Yeah. Okay, everyone. So for those that have um, participated until round 4, feel free to take a break, right? We're gonna be starting again at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. guys, 1 p.m. sharp. We're gonna be starting round 5 with 2 games, I think. Yeah. Um, yeah. Guys have time to take a break, eat some lunch, or if you haven't had breakfast, I suppose you guys will get brunch. Yeah, so please participate, please hold on. Um, uh, Practice again and again, communicate with your teammate, right? Because I suppose it's also for fun, and take your time so that you'll be able to win the matches. Okay, guys. So we're gonna be here waiting for Angie's turn. So it seems like this is a very tight competition because if you look at the board, they're almost finished. They almost finish off the entire board, right? Remember that the winner is whoever finished 89 tiles. Yeah, 89 tiles. And who gets the most point here. Alrighty. Ooh, this is a tight competition. I thought this was going to end quick, but it turns out it's been going on for a while. Oh, and for our audience at home, we apologize. There seems to be some problem going on, right? So you might be experiencing some buffer at home. We apologize for that. Hopefully this can be fixed in the next hour or so. Yeah, remember to take a break and we're gonna head back at 1 p.m. again for all competitions. Um, and as well, we hope that you are having fun. Right, this is the last house event of the year, and who knows what's next year going to be. Okay, that sounds a bit ominous, but what I mean is just enjoy yourself, whether you win or not. That's cool, right? It's better to actually start something, to try something instead of actually avoiding it. Regret is often worse than failing itself. Okay, so we're gonna be checking. So if you are hearing sounds, basically, I think that's Valorant going on. They're having a lot of fun as well. I wonder what it feels like, yeah, to work. I mean, just a while since I played team-based competition. Um, yeah, I guess you know how old I am now. In a sense, the last game I played was it NBA? I think it was NBA. That wasn't the 2K one. It was the live one, like 2006.
Alrighty. Time for another exciting match of Lexulous. Here we have Kira and Audrey versus Keiko and Darren. Wow, lymphoid, an impressive word by Audrey. I suppose that has something to do with the lymph nodes, but I don't really know. Now it's Darren's turn. Let's see what he can come up with. Name. Classic word. Good job, Darren. Now it's up to Kira. Nice. Kira came up with a very nice word, eerie. Let's see what the definition of eerie is. Eerie means strange and frightening. Eerie. And Keiko has just put down the word Bob, which is also a name, but also a verb. Bob. And Audrey has come up with a very nice word, inverted. Let's see what Darren can come up with. Let's go, Darren. And Darren has come up with false, the opposite of true. Now it's Kira's turn. Let's see what she comes up with. Very nice word. Over 50 points for the word outgrow. Now it is Keiko's turn. Looks like Team Kira and Audrey has a commanding lead, but there is still lots of time for Keiko and Darren to catch up. We'll see what happens. And Keiko has come up with Farads. Did she know that word, or did she just jumble a bunch of letters together? We'll never know. But she came up with it. Very good, Keiko. Let's see what Audrey comes up with. And Audrey has come up with the word in wind. Very nice. Now it's up to Darren. And Darren has come up with the abbreviation of pizza. Za. Not a very long word, but it does use a Z, which is worth a lot of points. The game is over, and it looks like Audrey and Keiko are the winners. Let's see by how many points. Kira and Audrey had a total of 377 points, and Darren and Keiko had a total of 254 points. Very nice game. Good job to all the players. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you guys next time. Good job, Vipera. Okay, welcome again, folks. Looks like now we have Janice and Alice, or Doreen and Alice, and Kira and Audrey. Aquila versus Vipera. Let's see who comes out on top. Looks like the scores are fairly even right now. We'll see what happens. Now it is Alice's turn. Let's see what she comes up with. And Alice has put down wards, which has many different definitions. It could be like an apprentice, could be a place in a hospital, or a group of rooms in a hospital. Gazoo, very nice word, Kira. The musical instrument, or that's a kazoo. What is a gazoo? Let's find out. I guess a gazoo is a variant of the kazoo, the musical instrument. Alrighty, now we have Audrey. Last game she had a very big score of 200 and something. Let's see how she does this time. Fret, a synonym to worry. Very good, Audrey. Now it's back to Doreen. Longans, an edible juicy fruit from a plant related to the lychee. I did not know that. Very nice. And pelted. Now it is up to Kira. Pelting is like throwing something at somebody, you pelt them. Let's see, the scores are fairly close still. Looks like Doreen and Alice have a slight lead. And Kira has come up with the word celloms, which is the body cavity in metazoans located between the intestinal canal and the body wall. An impressive word. Very nice word. Audrey Haji, a person who has been on the pilgrimage to Mecca. Pak Haji. And Doreen has just put down truck. Nice, simple, easy word. Better than salams. Ox. Very easy word. I'm confident that Alice actually knows the definition of ox, so very good. Making a word that you actually know. Vide. Let's find out what that means. Vide. Vide means to consult. Pally. Another word. Let's see. Pally means divided into equal vertical stripes. Interesting word. Tie and hay. Very good. Now it's up to Audrey. The scores are very close. Oh. And it looks like... Who's the winner here? Looks like the winner is Team Vipera. by a very small margin. But very good job to both teams, and good job especially Kira with the highest score of 231. Good job everyone, and thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time. Game of Lexulous. Now we have Alice and Doreen of Team Aquila versus Michelle and Matthew of Team Orca. Now it is Alice's turn. Let's see what she comes up with. A very impressive word, negative, for 54 points. Good job, Alice. And Doreen has put down the word bigot. Means somebody who's insensitive towards a specific racial or religious or cultural group. Now it is back to Michael. Theo, excuse me. And Michelle has put down the word unhewn, which is a synonym for unfinished, I believe. Looks like we have a very tight game here. Let's see who will come out on top. Alice has come up with a nice, simple word, carry. Now it's up to her teammate, Doreen. And Doreen has come up with ease. Now it's back to Matthew. Not Maxwell, not Michael, but Matthew. Yodeling, a form of falsetto singing. Good job, Michelle. Now we're back to Alice. Team Orca is slightly ahead right now, but they have also put down one more word each. So we'll see if Alice and Doreen can catch up with their next two words. Looks like Team Aquila has pulled ahead. Now it is Team Orca's turn to try and catch back up. And Matthew has put down the word tease. Now it's up to his teammate Michelle. Michelle, as her name is on the screen. Michelle has just put down a chemical compound. Acaloins, acaloins. I do not know how to pronounce that. But very nice. Good job. Lots of points. And Alice has put down a word that we all know. The word is no. Now it's up to Doreen. So far, Team Orca has 258 points. 48 points, excuse me. And Team Aquila has 260 points. 160 points. Aquila is at 285 points against Team Orca's 248 points. Bum. Very good word. Synonym for hobo or homeless person. Flop. Very good. F. Oh, now it's speed round. Only a few tiles remain. Team Aquila is still ahead, but only by a few points. Game is over. It looks like Team Aquila has come on top just by a few points. And the person with the highest score was Alice with 177 points. Very good job. And we'll see you guys. Welcome back. Now we have Orca with Angie and Nikita versus Aquila with Sam and Jonathan. Looks like the scores are fairly similar at the moment, but it's still beginning of the match. We'll see what else they can come up with. Zaftig, very interesting word. Gonna have to Google that one. Having a full rounded figure. Did not know that. Zaftig. And the scores are very tight. It could still be anyone's game. We'll see if Nikita can... Oh. Zo. Another word I don't know. Let's check it out. Zoom. No. Variant spelling of zoo. Interesting. Z-O. So far, it is 166 points versus 162 points. Very close game. Enviro. Interesting. Is that an abbreviation for environment? I wonder. Let's find out. Oh, it's an abbreviation for an environmentalist. Looks like Team Aquila is pulling away a little bit. Let's see if Orca can catch up. And Sam has come up with Sight. Looks like they still have a solid lead over the opposing team. Let's see what Jonathan can come up with. Looks like Team Aquila has a strong lead, but there is still time for Team Orca to come back. Let's see what they got. Come on, Nikita. Oh, looks like that's the end of the game. Good job, Team Aquila. And for everyone who was involved, good job. Looks like the person with the highest score was Jonathan with 147 points. Good job, everyone. Thanks for watching.